What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Syd, and today I am starting off a week in the life journey with me. So basically a week in the life of a nursing student. I am going to pick up my books today, and that's pretty much it today. I'm gonna look over my course webpage too, make sure I didn't miss anything for the upcoming week. Today is Wednesday and we start class. Today's Thursday. We start class on Monday, so I'm going to go get my books and get myself together, get my planner together, and all of the things. So hopefully you all enjoy this video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything else. Let's get into it. Okay, so as I was saying before, it's Thursday, August 27th. We start class on Monday, August 31st. I know that seems like it's a little bit late, but we went until July 13th for my last class. So we got like a month and a half summer break. And yeah, so currently waiting at the light so I can get on the highway to go get these books. We have like a lending library program, so it helps you where you don't have to buy books. Some of the books I did buy, or they were given to me, that I'm gonna need for every single class, so that was nice. But the ones that are class specific, where I won't need them again, I usually request from the library, or some people have given them to me before. One of the books I need for my upcoming class, one of my coworkers is leaving at work for me today, so I can get it when I go in on Saturday night. So I'm going to get the ones that I'm getting from the library, and then I'll get the other one at work Saturday, and all of the other ones that I need I already have because we use them for every single class. So yeah, nice little money saving situation, which is nice. People cannot drive. So yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera off now because people can't drive, and pay attention to where I'm going, and I'll see you all when I get there. Okay, so I got my book. We do like a Dropbox request form for the books you want, and she said she couldn't find my request, which isn't a bad thing, but I have to look at what other books we're supposed to have for the class now to make sure that I have all of the ones I didn't have at home already, and that this one isn't the same one that my coworker was gonna give me. I think, yeah, that just threw me all off that she didn't have my request, because now I don't remember what I don't have off the top of my head. So I have to check that when I get home. Worst case scenario, I buy the book. Best case scenario, I can just find a free PDF of it, which most likely is doable. Usually you can just search the ISBN number and find a free PDF version of the books. Wow, I broke my fingernail. Okay. So yeah, I didn't record in the building because it was really just more of a waiting process. And there were other people in line in front of me, so yeah, got my one book. I think that's really, if there's another one that I requested, I think it was the dosage calculation book, which I know I can live without. Like, I know how to do my dosage calculations. Or the success series book with like practice questions, which I also can probably find a PDF of. I'm not really sure yet. So gotta get my brain discombobulated situation right now under control, because that really just kind of threw me off. And once I get home and figure out what's going on and fix this fingernail because I know it's gonna bother me and it's probably gonna snag worse and be a hangnail. So get home, fix my fingernail, figure out if I have the books that I need, and I'll probably film my planning video separate, so you'll probably see that before this one goes up. But yeah, so this is basically day one of Week in the Life with Sydney. Yeah, I'm just really thrown off right now because she didn't have my request, and I need to figure out why and what I don't have that I need before Monday. So today is Sunday, August 30th. I start classes tomorrow. So today I decided to go ahead and watch a few ATI videos they have for us. I think they're gonna do virtual proctoring. So I'm about to watch.
No shame in my game.
All right, so you all saw the dog. You saw the second round of meats going on the grill. As you can tell, I'm not in my normal location. I am in my hometown having a nice little family get together, barbecue, whatever, with my family. So we're grilling. That was my sister's dog. Love her to death. I was trying to study, but she always wants to come around when I'm trying to do school stuff. So took a break from that for a little bit, and now I'm about to get some drinks for everyone out of our fridge in the garage and try to get some more stuff done for school tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It's your girl Sid. Today is Monday, August 31st. It is my first day of class for my second semester of nursing school. So I am up early. We start class at 10. It's about 9:20ish, and I woke up at 6 because there was a really bad storm. And then I went back to sleep, and I woke up at 8:30 and like brushed my teeth, wash my face, all of the things, self-care. So now I'm about to go finish eating my Cheerios and make my coffee. And then I'm gonna hop on into Zoom University because all of our classes are virtual or hybrid right now, which is basically just hybrid is the days we go to clinical or lab. So I'm gonna go finish my breakfast and then I'll get on for class today, and I'll show you all as much as I can. It's 10 o'clock, waiting for them to start our Zoom meeting. I have my hydro jug there, all of my things for class today, my blue light glasses, pens and highlighters, and then a candle for the vibe. I'm back. It is 12:25 and we just got off the Zoom about 10-20 minutes ago. It was more of an introduction today where we met our instructors. We have 2 lectures, 4 clinical instructors. We all introduced ourselves because some of the people weren't in my cohort from the very beginning. So we all finally got to introduce ourselves, put a face with the name. We went over our course calendar a little bit more in depth, and that's really it. And they also talked about our clinical and how that's gonna go for the semester because we're doing hybrid where clinical is partially virtual and it's partially in person. So on Wednesday, I have to go for clinical orientation, and that's gonna be in person. Oh, and then our clinical groups are going by Harry Potter houses. So my clinical group is Ravenclaw. I don't really know much about Harry Potter. I don't know what house I am for Harry Potter. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make me some lunch or go pick something up, and then our lectures should be up within the next few minutes. So I'm gonna start on the lectures for tomorrow a little bit early. I think that's really it for today. I might take a break because we were on Zoom for 2 hours, and for 2 hours on Zoom for not a lecture, it gets a little hard to focus and get tired looking at the computer. Which is why I wear these glasses. But I think I'm gonna take a break, take these Invisalign out. My mouth's hurting a little bit, it's cutting my gums. Yeah, do that, eat some lunch, and then get back on for these lectures. Still filming. I actually started working on my lectures before I got anything to eat for lunch, so I'm about to eat some lunch and then we'll get back to doing lecture stuff. Today's lunch is an unhealthy meal that I still enjoy. And I'm watching Holly Gabrielle at the moment.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel.
All right, so it is now evening. It is almost 7:30 tonight. I just finished watching my lectures and doing my readings. We had 2 chapters to read for the first lecture that we have tomorrow. And then we have 2 more lectures that are supposed to be done by tomorrow. So I just went ahead and started on the first lecture today. Yeah, so I did the first lecture today. I read 2 chapters for that one. And I took some breaks between for lunch and then just to chill so I could have a break from looking at the screen all day. While I was doing my readings, I went ahead and typed up my learning objectives, and I did that while I was listening to the podcast you see here on the TV, Jade Next D. Yeah, so I typed up my learning objectives on a study guide, and I'm planning to fill out the study guide and answer the learning objectives, basically responding to the questions that they have so that I can fully be prepared for what is going to be on my test. So every test we have, I go through what's going to be on the test, type up the learning objectives, answer the learning objectives, and I study from that. And I also study from Quizlet in my notes, in the book, of course. Practice questions, a few other things. If you all want a video on how I study for my test in nursing school, comment that down below and I'll be happy to do that. But right now, I'm about to take these back out. I'm about to take them back out and I'm about to make some dinner. All right, y'all, so I just made my dinner. Nothing fancy. I just made some garlic pesto tortellini, and I have some strawberry and raspberry frosé here, and I'm about to go watch the Brandy versus Monica versus. I have it on already, but I'm gonna hurry up and end this video because if you can hear it in the background, I want to get copyrighted. So yeah, I'll pick y'all back up tomorrow for another day of lectures and notes and reading. Good morning, YouTube. It is Tuesday, September 1st. It's about 11:30 in the morning. Got a little bit of a later start today than I wanted to. So yeah, I mean, technically I'm already ahead because I listened to one lecture for a class that was supposed to be done today, and I've done that reading. We had 2 chapters to that lecture, and then we had a video and a worksheet to do. So I've already done 4 things out of what we had assigned today, and we had 5 things assigned today. Well, technically we had 3 things assigned, but there are 4 things for the first assignment. So the whole first assignment is done. I'm in the middle of my lecture for the second assignment, and I already ate my breakfast, brush my teeth, wash my face, got dressed, all of that good stuff. So I am about to continue listening to this lecture. We have a little game to play after this one. I didn't read the whole chapter for this one. I just kind of skimmed it because we had therapeutic communication lecture before, and you can only learn so much more about therapeutic communication. So I'll probably go back and read it more in depth at some point before the test. But today I just didn't feel like that was the most essential thing for me to tackle. So yeah, I'm about to get started again with listening to my lecture. I have my notes here. And I'll probably do the other lecture today too. We have 3. I may even work ahead into tomorrow since we have our clinical orientation tomorrow for 3 hours. I just want to set myself up to not be behind. We have clinical orientation tomorrow and we have a skills competency. So I don't want to get home from that and feel like I don't have my day left. So I think I'm probably going to end up listening to 4 lectures today. Yeah, so I'm going to set you guys up so you can just kind of see what I'm doing, I guess. And I'll pick you back up later. Y'all, so it is now almost 2 in the afternoon. I finished my first lecture of the day. So far I've listened to 2 lectures. We had a little game with that. I did that. I've read a few chapters for this next lecture that I'm about to start. So I'm about to be on the 3rd lecture for today that we had assigned, and I'll be done with everything that we had for today. Once I finish that, I'm going to work on our clinical assignments that we have due on Thursday. And then I'm going to listen to the lectures for tomorrow, maybe just one of the ones we have tomorrow. We have 2 on tomorrow. I'll do the readings for that. And by the time I finish that, it'll probably be close to time for me to cook dinner. So I'm gonna go to the grocery store a little bit later because I already know what I want to make. And I didn't take any chicken out of the freezer. We all know how that goes. So I'm gonna have to go buy some chicken so that I can cook what I want to cook for dinner. And yeah, so right now it's about to be 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think that I'll probably be finished with this lecture and then one of the ones for tomorrow by about 5 plus the learning objectives or reading, whichever one I decide to do first. I think I'll be done with all of that by 5 o'clock. If not by 5, by like 5:30, and then I can just walk over to the store, or well, it depends on what store I want to go to. But I'll go to the grocery store and cook dinner and then go to bed early because I have to get up and be at the school tomorrow for clinical orientation. And since I'm going to be driving during rush hour, I'm probably going to leave the house a lot earlier than what I usually would, just so I won't get stuck in traffic at all. Yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and hop on this next lecture, and that's pretty much it for now. You guys, so it is 4:20 in the afternoon. I have finished the last lecture that we had assigned today. I went through my learning objectives for the 2 lectures I listened to, and I typed up my answers to those. I also went through the next set of learning objectives for the lecture that I'm going to listen to for tomorrow. And I typed those up so that I can go ahead and fill that in once I finish up with the lecture and everything else for that. And then I decided to go get Chipotle because I do have a BOGO and it expires tomorrow. So I'm gonna go do that instead of cooking tonight. I'll just cook tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Chipotle. And then when I come back, I'll eat, and then I'll do this next lecture for tomorrow. These clinical these clinical assignments. That's pretty much it. And I'm just gonna close out today right here because you basically see me sit at the computer all day. That's all I've really been doing today is listening to lectures, reading, taking notes. It doesn't really get any better than that. So I'm going to close out today's video here, and I'll see you all in the morning when I am on my way to clinical orientation. See you tomorrow. Good afternoon, YouTube. I know it's a little bit later in the day. It is Wednesday, September 2nd. I just got done with my clinical orientation for the day. We didn't have to wear scrubs because it was just at the school. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, I didn't pick you guys up earlier because my alarm didn't go off. Our power went out last night because we had a really bad thunderstorm. So I am just now picking up the camera today. I am about to go home and listen to some lectures, turn in my clinical assignments, which is basically just like a video and worksheet we have to do. I already started on it, I just didn't turn it in, so I have to do that. And let's see, I'm gonna get some food because I haven't eaten anything all day. I woke up a whole hour late, so I'm gonna go do all of that, and then I'll pick you guys up when I get back home. All right, you guys, so as I was saying before, it is September 2nd. It's Wednesday. I got a late start to my morning. I was supposed to wake up at 7. Didn't get up until about 8:15 because last night we had an extremely terrible thunderstorm. Like, it was so bad that I thought God was coming to get me and take me with him. It was bad. And the power went out. I didn't realize the power went out. So my alarm clock didn't go off. And then my backup alarm didn't go off because I didn't realize I had it set for PM instead of AM. So yeah, I didn't film anything this morning with going to my clinical orientation. I had that from 9 to 12 today. So I was at school from 9 to 12. It's only 7 of us that were there. One of the people in my clinical group wasn't able to come, so we had her on Zoom, and then my instructor. So really it was only 8 of us in the classroom. They had us spaced out like 1 person, 2 table, and then if there was a table behind you, they couldn't sit directly behind you. They had to sit adjacent. So really good about spacing. They check your temperature when you go in the building. That's what that little pink dot was on my shirt for, because they checked my temperature and I was good. Yeah, so right now it's 12:40, almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I am going to finally eat something and drink something because all I've had is water. And I'm gonna do my lecture for tomorrow today because we have a Zoom in the morning, and they're gonna ask us some Kahoot questions. So I want to be prepared in case they ask about the lecture we have tomorrow on the Kahoot. And then I'm going to study everything I've covered this week so far a little bit more in depth. I have my ATI practice question book that I'm gonna go through for each topic and like read the little excerpts that ATI does. So we do take the CAP test at the end of the semester, and it'll give me some practice. And I'm also gonna go back through my textbook and do the practice questions at the back of each chapter that I've gone over so far. And I think that's it for today. I want to get more of the studying and reviewing aspect down today so that I can really be prepared, because our first test is next Friday. So I want to start reviewing more than just my learning objectives and doing some more questions, because the practice questions are what I realized helped me the most. Also, reviewing the learning objectives helps me a lot, but doing the practice questions helps me get into the mind state of how they're going to possibly phrase the questions and what exactly they may be looking for. So I'm going to do all of that later. I just got to go eat something because I haven't eaten since like 7 something yesterday, and yeah, need a food. Good morning, YouTube. Today is Thursday, September 3rd. It is the last day that I will be taking you all through this virtual learning journey with me. So right now I'm waiting for my instructor to start our Zoom call. It was supposed to start at 10. I log on early just so I can be prepared, but we're all still waiting. My class has a group text and we're all still waiting to be let in the meeting. So yeah, I am about to get on now that she has it open, and I'll let you all know. All right, you guys, so we got off the Zoom call. My house didn't win the little competition on Kahoot today. I think Slytherin won, but I think we had the most people for attendance, I think. So we get a little something for that. I am about to start studying for my first test, and then I'm gonna make a Target run later and just kind of chill out for a little bit since it's a 3-day weekend. And I'm probably just gonna use tomorrow to study some more and maybe chill out over the weekend a little bit, just so I won't be overwhelmed with school stuff. You know, self-care is important. But this is the end of my week with me. Week with Sid through virtual learning, nursing school edition. Even though part of it was in person a little bit, and we're still going to do our hybrid where we're going physically to clinical. I just wanted to show you all what a virtual week was like, which is really just self-paced learning. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Please be sure to like this video if you like this kind of content. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell right next to it so that you won't miss any more of my videos. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you back for the next one.